Good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. Hello, everyone. I'm on here early today. It is only 3:58 p.m. When I tell you our heat wave started 2 days ago, and it's only getting hotter and hotter. So today we have already hit 90. It was 90 at noon, so it's probably beyond that. The greenhouse temperature, let's look at it. I'll get up for that because it is hot, y'all. Greenhouse temperature is reading 80, which is perfect for my plants here. See that? None of them are stressed. The only thing that was semi-stressed was the gooseberry, and I hit it with a little water. It perked back up. Everything is looking good. Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead did a strawberry propagation video on yesterday, and I said, let me try that before I put the strawberry plants in water. So I brought this crate out that had the baby blueberry in it because it didn't have that much soil acidifier. Although I heard on the video that strawberries do like a little acid, but not much. Anyway, I couldn't get them to settle in for me to plant the little nub because you cannot overplant the mother plant, and in order for me to get the nub to settle into this soil, I guess I could have put more soil in it, but I didn't want to mess up the mulch. But had I done that, then I probably could have planted it, and the baby strawberries would have laid on top, which is supposed to happen. But I couldn't get it to work, so I said, well, let me just go back to my old-fashioned way. And she spoke about that, the way that I do it, and she said that that the plants can die. Well, last year I successfully rooted many strawberries, and they didn't die, but they died over the winter because they weren't strong enough. So I thought about that. I was like, what if this greenhouse collapses like the one did last winter? Then what? I know that these new strawberry plants will die. So that's the reason why I said her method is the best method. But because it didn't work for me, maybe it will in one of the future. Actually, I'm gonna just take that mulch out later and then just add some more soil to it and re-amend it, and then do the next runners that are coming, because I have 3 coming now. So I have time to get the soil amended and filled up to the top of the crate, and so the next runners will go in the soil, because the way that she talked about it, it's got to be a surefire method, because you're rooting it right in the soil, so it's going to take. That's how strawberries spread to begin with. Okay, so I went on and did these the way that I did them last year. Let me zoom in, and as you can see, this is how I did it. I left the strawberry plant itself on top. I put the water in, and I just stick the whole stem, nub and all, into, and if there's strawberries at the bottom, I stick it all in the water. And believe me, today is, and I'm writing in my journal today because I've gone lax with that, and I have a lot of stuff to write in there. I have a lot of things to write in my journal, so I'm gonna get that caught up as much as I can, because I know I'm gonna forget some things. I want to write the date of the slugs, where I found them. It's a lot of stuff I need to write. The day I retransplanted the blueberries, the day I purchased the honeyberries, the day I purchased the strawberry for $1. I mean, I have probably about 10 pages to fill up in this journal, but I'm taking that journal in because it's too hot out here to do it. Okay, so sorry, I'm getting some water, y'all, because otherwise it's either that or y'all hear me faint on camera. Okay, alrighty. So the strawberries are there, and I can guarantee you, I'm gonna write today's date down and the day that I propagated. I guarantee you, last year it would take about a week before I started seeing little roots, but I would not transplant those strawberries until those roots were long and would wrap around the whole water bottle, and that would take about, I would leave them about 2 to 3 weeks. 2 weeks at the least, 3 weeks at the most. Believe me, they are going to shoot out probably before a week's time. You're going to see, because as soon as I start seeing the little roots, I will show you, so you will see how they're coming along. So that's the project for now. Okay, so I've got all of them, even the ones I didn't think I was going to be able to get. into the little water bottles. Okay, and if it does really well, then I might just continue to do it that way, the way that I know, worked last year. The thing is, it's early this year. I didn't start propagating strawberries until late August last year. I had so many runners, I just started cutting them and putting them in the water, and they propagated for me. And then by late September, I planted them out. And so they were still kind of small. I have a huge jump. It's only June. This isn't August. So I've got 2 months. So those strawberry plants will grow and mature between now and August. And I will stop propagating in August. So I think that even in the winter, they should survive. Okay, so let's see what else. Sorry, y'all. Y'all gonna hear me doing that throughout this whole video. And I'm not gonna be on here. You can best believe this ain't gonna be no 30-minute or even 20-minute video. We're at 6 minutes now, so let me hurry up. Okay, the door back there, although the straps have broken, nothing has fallen yet. So that one's stable for now. What I'm gonna do, my solution is I'm gonna go to the beauty supply store and get some butterfly clips. And what I'm gonna do is clip the top of the door to the arch of the panels. And then that way I can there's lots of room to raise the panel and still be able to get the bricks on the panel. I have plenty of room to do that. And then everything will be clipped to the frame. Thank God the zippers are okay on this, because I always heard that it's the zippers that are first to go. But I can see why those straps went, because number one, they were rolled up. They never got let down. It rained and the thing was full of water. So the weight from the rain is what made those straps come loose, because they were just sewn into the plastic. So they came loose. So this is how it looks right now, but it will be corrected. I'm not going out anywhere today. It's just entirely too hot. But tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment, and I will go to the beauty supply on tomorrow on my way home to get the butterfly clips. I only need maybe, I would say probably 4 for each door. So I'll get, a couple of packs of them and see how that works. And it's going to be the big giant ones. So they will expand, because I don't want them to break and all that stuff. So I figure if they can hold up heavy hair, they could hold up this plastic. And I can still utilize the straps because they're hanging long. So I can still take the clothespin and strap the top of the panel to the actual straps of the greenhouse, because they're longer now instead of being shorter, because they broke right at the seam on one end. So it's twice as long as it was before. And then that will keep the top breach from occurring. Okay, so yeah, I go to the doctor tomorrow. I told y'all about my throat, how that thing had came down. It's still something not right, because although that feeling left and I'm not having problems with swallowing or anything, it's a pain there that I can't explain. And I said, okay, it's time for me to call the doctor. I've been really fatigued. My sleep has been off, although the past 2 nights I have slept very well, and I have gotten up early enough in the morning that's satisfactory to me. I'm usually up and out of the past 2 nights, or the past 2 days. Yesterday I was out of the bed by 9 a.m. Today I was out of the bed by 11, and I did take a nap when I got home yesterday and filmed that video. I fell asleep, but I only slept for about maybe 30 minutes, and I woke up and I forced myself to stay woke, and I did well. I went right to bed early last night and I went right to sleep. But I'm still having the fatigue. I'm taking the vitamins. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, but I just don't feel 100%. And it's not MS related or anything, but it's like a pain that goes from my throat down to my chest. So I may have some type of upper respiratory infection. So I called my doctor today, and they're going to see me tomorrow at 4 p.m. because I do want to get this. If he needs to prescribe an antibiotic, then we could get started on that. I'm quite sure that he probably will. And then he'll probably order a chest x-ray too. That makes plenty of sense. Okay, so that's basically it. Oh, Mr. Morris, the mojito. Whew, let me get up again, y'all. Okay. I want y'all to see him. Mr. Morris, and I'm not doing the mint today. He's all right in the mint is all right in this thing for now, but I'm gonna get it planted by this weekend. But Mr. Mojito is doing very, very well. I really like how he's doing. And I left those sticks in there, although I took the little trellis part down. I left the sticks in just so he can have something to relax against, but he's doing real well. No stress whatsoever. It's nice and hard. I am seeing a little new growth. I don't know if you can see. Let me zoom in. Okay, right here where my finger is, that new growth has appeared since he's been here. So that lets me know, because y'all know mint grows very, very, very fast. So I consider that to be new growth. So I'm thankful. Where I found the slug, that the Cubanelle pepper has healed very well. Look at it. It has taken back off. I mean, I still have some spots on the leaves at the back, but look at this. It's growing again and it's doing very well. And the Cubanelle that's coming is about to bloom. I'm grateful for that. He obviously got a hold to the sweet bananas too, but now that he's dead and gone and in the upper room, at least my sweet bananas, they're rebounding. And look at all the peppers I have on there, the baby peppers. So hopefully they will have enough energy to thrive and give me some sweet banana peppers. We shall see. That remains to be seen. My tomatoes are getting bigger by the day. I'm thankful for those, and I have more new flowers up at the top. This one I think is about to develop tomatoes. That is the Cherokee Purple. Let's see. My blackberry plant seems to be dying now. I don't know what's going on with it, but you know what? I'm not even gonna worry about it because it's going out into the keyhole garden anyway. And those things are very resilient. My female squash flower has come. She's here, so tomorrow starts the human process because the male has arrived too. So when that male opens up tomorrow, they're gonna get busy. They're gonna get busy. So I have 2 female patty pan squash flowers to fertilize here. And I have some more males coming in. Yep, I have 2. That's what I'm looking at here, 2. Okay, so thank you. And there is my bloom, about to bloom on the Crenshaw melon. I'm looking forward to that. Ooh, and I even have blooms coming on the Crowder peas now. So it's gonna be a very busy July, very busy. And my cucumber has taken well. She's doing well with, see how she took to the trellis? And look at there. I have a flower coming right there and right there. So let's hope that they're females. They said that this plant gets very few males. So with my luck, I have buzzard's luck, y'all, as my cousin used to call it. With my luck, they'll be male. But I'm quite sure I'll get some females eventually. I see one at the bottom too about to come. So it's ready. And I'm glad for that trellis. Whew, y'all just don't know this heat. Let me get out of here before I pass out. But anyway, okay, let me end this because we're at 13 minutes. Okay, so, we're supposed to get severe thunderstorms tonight. Severe. That's the reason why I came on early today. And not only are we supposed to get severe thunderstorms, we got some rain this morning, and you wouldn't even have thought. My plants were so dry, and I heard the rain, okay? I heard it pouring down this morning. Everything was bone dry because of this heat. It's windy too, so the wind isn't blowing cool air, it's blowing hot air, okay? But anyway, and this shade cloth is doing the job. That's why it's reading 80 in here otherwise, because it's 90 something outside. And I don't like how this thing is reeling and rocking. Ugh, I'm not liking that. But anyway, because you know this greenhouse is settling, anything can happen with this strong wind. We have gusts at like 50 miles per hour. But anyway, yeah. So the shade cloth is doing what it's supposed to do. Yeah, it's warm and hot in here, but it could be a lot worse. It would definitely be over 120 in here today if not for that shade cloth. So I'm glad I ordered it when I did. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna get off of here now, and I'm gonna get in And so it looks like it's about to storm now. They said the storms were going to start up between 4, they said between 4:30 and 8 tonight, with more storms coming tonight. But yeah, my plants were so dry, I said, I can't sit here and depend on the storm right now. They weren't stressed, you know, but I went on and hit them with some water back here. I didn't hit the front plants. I didn't hit the garlic or potatoes. So I'll wait on the water for that. But if it doesn't rain and storm, I can easily step out the door with my water jug and water those. It's just the ones in the back. You know, I wanted to make sure would get a little water. That corn and the cauliflower, the green beans, and the keyhole garden bushes. Everything was doing good. The honeyberry, everything in there is just doing excellent. My flowers are blooming. My orange flowers are starting to bloom on the one plant on the other side by the bench. Oh, real quick, and here I go again. But let's, you know what? We're getting ready to walk into this house while I'm talking. I was telling Grandma Sandy, you know, because y'all have the fairy gardens, and I really, I took an interest to that because, and Grandma Sandy, I love the way, after you do your fairy garden for the day, I like how you tell a story of how the fairies are relaxing and fairies are doing this and that. I thought that was so cute. I was like, that is so relaxing. That's something that might help me with anxiety and everything else that I deal with health-wise. So I said, I'm gonna start a fairy garden, but I'm gonna start a black fairy garden. So of course I went online and looked up black fairies. Oh, they had them. They had black fairies, but boy, they cost a lot. I'm like, I got to ask y'all, how much are the white fairies? Okay, not being funny here, but lots of times, I'm gonna tell y'all, black dolls lots of times cost more. When we were kids, my sister and I, my mother had to distinguish because we would always fight over the dolls. So my sister always got the black doll. My sister keeps telling me, you're still traumatized by that. No, I'm not. It's just that I'm making a point here. My sister got the black doll and I got the white doll. And I like the fact, I love my dolls. Okay, Raquel, I see you. I see you. You take your butt right on to the other side before I send you to the upper room. Yep, keep walking. Walking, you're walking, walk. I have to admit, Raquel is cute. But anyway, yeah, see, Raquel could easily get into my greenhouse. He's scoping. All he has to do is jump from the fence and boom, he's in there. If I don't get those doors straightened out. Okay, y'all, I lied. I guess I will be 20 minutes today. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, the fairy dolls. Okay, so, the dolls. So my sister always got the black doll and I got the white doll. And I loved my dolls, don't get me wrong. It wasn't until I got grown. No, it wasn't until I finally asked my mother. I was like, Mom, can I get a black doll? And my mother, she didn't do it. She kept buying me the white doll and my sister the black doll. So, you know, so I just dealt with it, okay? But anyway, see my flowers coming in, y'all? The oranges. Okay, so anyway, this is the area. I can fix this up because y'all know I'm taking these rocks out and I'm putting the stuff on it to, you know, to block out the weeds. The only thing that's going to be left are the daffodils right there. And so I'll still have weeds in that area, but everything else is going to be covered. And then I'm going to put the rocks back and I'm going to buy some more rocks to fill it in from the flower bed down there. I'm going to leave my Pontiac Pride signs there. And this is where I can have the fairy garden. I can start it because, see, I have the wind chimes. This is my wind chime collection right here. I have a few on the fence. I have this here, and y'all know I'm not creative, so don't expect mine to look like y'all's, but it can still serve as a fairy garden. And then I have a birdhouse. The late owners built that, and so I just put it in the tree after I put it back together because it had fallen apart. So it's there in the tree, and I've had birds to reside in it, as you can see. Listen, Raquel, you getting a little bit too close to me. Get your ass down that fence. Excuse me, I had to cuss again. Look at him. Okay, or her rather. Okay, so I figured this bench right here could serve, and I need to clean it up. I haven't done anything yet. You know what? Raquel is getting on my nerves. She's up to something. Oh, Lord. Woo! Raquel has a friend. They're scoping the greenhouse. I already know it. Where my rock at? Come on, Raquel. You know what? Stop it. You go on. And lots of times he'll jump clear from the tree to the roof of my house, which I don't like. Although he cannot get in the attic. I've already had that checked. Look at him peeking, looking at me. Don't be afraid, just go. Hope she don't jump down on my head. Shoot, can't y'all imagine? Me getting attacked on camera to boot. Okay, so anyway, and yeah, it's getting ready to storm, y'all. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so the ferries can go, you know, right here on the bench. I'll get that straightened out and fixed up and everything. You know, I could put a ferry on top of the brick, a ferry at the sign that says, "My garden feeds my soul." I can really do some things with this. My sister, she made this brick and I stole it from her. Shh, don't tell her. Oh, this lettering. Oh, here it is. I thought the lettering had left, but it is getting beat up. So the God is Love block. I can think of a million things I can do right here with the fairy garden. And of course, I've got to get underneath situated. So this is going to be my future fairy garden. Grandma Sandy, and I think Grow Joyfully is in on it. It's a few more of my subscribers, that channels I visit, that are in on the fairy garden collab. So next year I shall be in on it as well. Let me close this up. I almost forget because of the squirrels, and I better make sure I close it good now that he's eyed this. Hold on, y'all, give me a minute. In fact, this may be a good place to end it because I want to get this good, y'all. I don't want no squirrel coming up in here. So let me concentrate on this, and I will talk to you guys later, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye. And pray for us as we get these storms, because you know what? We usually don't get one. Oh, and I meant to tell you, because see, I skip all over the place. Y'all already know that. Although we're in the 90s now, it's supposed to get hotter between now and next Wednesday. We are supposed to hit 100 starting Sunday, clear through Wednesday. Believe me, folks in Michigan will die, okay? And prayerfully, I won't be one of them. But people will die because of the extreme heat. We're not used to this. The highest we normally get, if we get a 90-degree day, that's considered a heat wave to us. But we rarely get 100 degrees, rarely. So for us to go into the hundreds, when we soar into the hundreds, that's a new ball game for we Michiganders. So keep us in prayer. A lot of people will be at the beach, and a lot of people will be at the, at the water. And I probably will be at the water myself to cool off, and definitely in the house. And we have this new thing with our electric company. Your peak hours are from 3 p.m. until 7. So you dare not run your central air between 3 and 7. And I learned the hard way. I did it last month. My electric bill went from $60 in April to is $78 for this month, and I'm not happy about that, So, but I might have to bite the bullet and do it, just run it. But usually my air, I could turn it on in the morning and run it until 2:59, turn it off, and my house usually stays cool. So that's probably what I'm gonna try to do. But this 100 stuff is new, this year. So I don't know if that's going to work or not. And then at 7, you can cut it back on and run it, and your electric bill will stay low. So we will see how this all works out. And I have that new thermostat too. So hopefully that'll play a part in everything. Okay, so let me get off of here, y'all, and get to this greenhouse, and I will talk to you guys later, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye.